This setup is one complete rock gold CIL processing plant, including feeding, crushing system, grinding system, leaching pretreatment, leaching, activated carbon adsorption processing, gold-loaded carbon desorption, electrolytic stage, and tailing water recycle system. The processing capacity is customized as per customer's requirement, like 120 TD, 300 TPD, 500 TPD, etc. Below is the detailed process explanation. 1. Feeding plus crushing system. The raw gold stone feeds into a big hopper via excavator or loader. There is one chute feeder under the hopper, which can feed the material into the jaw crusher evenly. The hopper can be made at the mine site by clients themselves, according to the real situation. The jaw crusher crush rock is smaller in size. The output from jaw crusher transport to next fine jaw crusher by belt conveyor. The fine jaw crusher crushes rock to below 20 mm. The output from fine jaw crusher transport to the next vibrating screen by belt conveyor, the plus 20 mm material back to fine jaw crusher for crushing again. The smaller than 20 mm output goes to the next storage hopper via belt conveyor. There is one electromagnetic vibration feeder under the hopper as well. It's also for buffering and feeding the material evenly. Transport the fine ore to the ball mill by a conveyor. 2. Grinding system. The ball mill for grinding the fine gravel into fine powder to release the inside gold from rock. The output from the ball mill goes to the spiral classifier or hydrocyclone for classifying. The underflow sand from the classifier machine will go back to the ball mill for grinding again. Overflow slurry is small fine size to make sure the final output from grinding can meet 80% less than 200 mesh, 0.74 meters. 3. Leaching pretreatment. The small fine powder from the spiral classifier or cyclone will go to a slurry tank. Use 2 slurry pumps to pump the slurry into a thickener. Before the slurry is transported into the thickener, there is one safety screen to screen some waste first. The underscreen will go to the inside thickener directly. At the same time, the flocculant is required to add for the thickener. The overflow water from the thickener goes to settling ponds, then the water can be recycled after precipitation. The underflow from the thickener will flow into a mixing tank for mixing chemicals with slurry ore, then use a slurry pump to pump the material into 2 PC's leaching tanks. 4. Leaching and activated carbon adsorption processing. 7 PC's. Double impeller adsorption, agitation tank with carbon and roots blower, work for adsorption. Agitation tank, the tank quantity and size depends on the process capacity. 5. Gold-loaded carbon desorption and electrolytic stage. The gold-loaded carbon will be transported to a linear vibration screen to remove trash. Then gold-loaded carbon will go to normal temperature, normal pressure. Desorption electrolysis system will get gold mud after electrolytic, then go to the drying oven for drying gold mud. Finally, use a gold smelting furnace for melting into gold bars. 6. Tailing water recycle system. The tailing from adsorption agitation tanks will go to a linear vibrating screen for screening carbon first. The underscreen goes to a double impeller mixing tank for temporary storage, at the same time adjusting it to a suitable slurry density. Then use a high-pressure slurry pump to feed the tailing slurry into the plate filter press machine for filtering and recycling the water, and the tail will be dried and transported away. I do not need to recycle the water and make dry tailing. Firstly, put some bleaching powder in the tailing slurry tank to treat the acidic chemicals, so as to reduce the chemical influence on the environment. Then tailings can be discharged too far away by channel.